Social media has been flooded with confusion, grief, and unanswered questions after reports emerged claiming that underground rapper Maxon Margiela, also known by his real name Mason Reyes, has passed away. The news began circulating on November 17, 2025, suggesting that the young artist died the day before, on November 16th. For many fans, the shock was immediate. Maxon was only just beginning to rise in the music world, capturing attention for his raw talent, his modern Gen Z aesthetic, and a style of rap that felt honest, unfiltered, and painfully relatable. His music often touched on the inner battles of young creators trying to find their place in a world that moves too fast. And for those who followed him closely, those lyrics now feel heartbreakingly prophetic. What fueled the online speculation even more was a deeply emotional post reportedly shared by his sister. Although she did not directly confirm his passing, the tone and wording of her message left thousands of fans fearing the worst. Her grief, her heartbreak, and the heavy sadness behind her words spread across every platform, from X to Instagram to TikTok, leaving his followers wondering if the rumors were indeed real. Friends, collaborators, and small underground pages began resharing screenshots and leaving cryptic tributes, but official confirmation never came. Instead, a cloud of uncertainty settled over the entire situation, leaving fans to process a tragedy they were not yet fully sure had happened. Maxon Margiela had been on an upward climb since late 2024. His debut album, Healthy, released in November of that year, introduced him as a fresh voice in the Gen Alpha rap scene. It was introspective, experimental, and bold. The kind of album that didn't just chase trends but carved out its own emotional space. Just weeks later, he released Austin Powers, a single that exploded online. Its quirky beat, confident delivery, and unique creative style caught fire on TikTok and Instagram Reels. Within a single month, Maxon gained over 50,000 new followers, and people began calling him one of the next breakout stars in underground music. He wasn't mainstream yet, but he was getting close. Slowly, steadily, he was building a movement. Yet behind the growing success, friends and longtime listeners knew Maxon had been fighting personal battles. Rumors have circulated for months, suggesting he struggled with mental health issues, depression, anxiety, and emotional pressure that often goes unnoticed in young artists who suddenly find themselves under a spotlight they aren't prepared for. His lyrics often hinted at loneliness, pressure, heartbreak, and an overwhelming sense that life was moving faster than he could handle. Fans who revisited his songs after the news broke said that many of his verses now feel like unspoken cries for help. And that is exactly why these reports have hit so hard. Although nothing has been officially confirmed by authorities, family members, or his management, online speculation suggests that Maxon may have died by suicide. Followers are sharing their assumptions, pointing to emotional lyrics, past struggles, and his sister's post as evidence. However, at this point, these remain unverified claims. No official statement has been released confirming the cause of death, or even confirming the death itself. But the volume and intensity of online reactions have led many to believe the worst. Still, what we do know is simple. A young artist barely stepping into adulthood may have lost his life far too soon. Someone whose music helped others feel understood may have been silently fighting a battle that no one fully saw. And for fans, the pain comes not only from losing an artist they believed in, but from the haunting possibility that his final moments were filled with emotional struggle and isolation. The tragedy highlights a reality many overlook, that behind the cool persona, behind the followers and the streams, young creators are often dealing with enormous pressure, unspoken expectations, and mental health challenges that remain invisible until it's too late. Fans have taken over Maxon's comment sections, flooding them with heartbreak, disbelief, and messages of gratitude. Many are writing that his songs helped them survive tough nights, helped them feel seen, or helped them escape their own darkness. Others are begging for the rumors to be false, clinging to the hope that Maxon will appear online and put the speculation to rest. A few are even pleading with his family to release a statement soon, not out of entitlement, but out of the deep emotional confusion that comes from grieving someone whose loss has not yet been officially acknowledged. In the end, what makes this situation even more painful is the uncertainty, the silence, the feeling that a promising future may have been cut short before it truly began. Until a confirmed statement is provided, fans remain suspended between hope and heartbreak, unsure whether they are mourning a rumor or a devastating reality. But regardless of what ultimately emerges, the conversation around Maxon Margiela has already sparked something powerful. A reminder of how fragile young talent can be, how mental health can silently erode even the strongest-looking individuals, and how desperately the music world needs to protect the people who pour their souls into their art. For now, fans continue to wait, refreshing pages, searching for updates, and holding on to the music he left behind. Whether Maxon Margiela is truly gone, or whether the reports prove to be misinformation, the reaction across the internet shows just how deeply he touched people in such a short amount of time. His rise was fast, his impact was real, and his story, whatever the final truth may be, has already become a heartbreaking reflection of the pressures faced by the new generation of artists.